Hi, how are you? My name is Pete, and in this quick video I'm going to show you how to make a kibble in ARK and also everything you need to know about it. So we have 6 different kibbles in ARK: basic kibble, simple kibble, regular kibble, superior kibble, exceptional kibble, and extraordinary kibble. So how do you know which kibble do you need in order to tame the dino that you're looking for? Well, there's actually a couple of ways you can find out. One of them ways is check the websites. Now there's 2 good websites that you can check which kibble do you need, one of them being the ARK Wikipedia. By the way, both of them are linked down in the description. And the other one is doesnt, which is what I'm going to use today to show you how it all works. Now doesnt also has app version for it, so if you're using Android or iPhone, you can just download the app to your phone and check all the information there. So let's say you want to know what kibble Trike likes. All you gotta do is just type in Trike at the search box, and as you can see, the Trike likes the most the simple kibble. doesnt also gives you an information roughly how many kibbles you're gonna need in order to fully tame the dino. So if you have a Trike level 150 and you're playing on standard rates, you're gonna need 16 kibbles. Now the kibble not only speeds up the process of taming, and especially in the case of herbivores, as you can see here, it takes 19 minutes to tame the 150 level on the standard settings, whereas it takes 1 hour and 36 minutes to tame the same dino using just the veggies, which is, by the way, the second favorite food the Trike likes. But that's not all. Not only it's faster, but also you get additional levels. As you can see, if you tame the Trike using a kibble, you get additional 74 levels, which gives you a total of 224 level when it's tamed. Whereas if you would be using the veggies, you only get 62 additional levels, which gives you 212 level. Now, if you're playing on different rates on your server, you can change it here as well. So let's say you play on taming speed 6, you change it just on the website or on your app, and as you can see, it straight away updates it. So on the taming speed 6 times, you only need 3 kibbles in order to tame the Trike. Now at this point, I'm going to mention a very important thing. Now, as you can see, the Trike needs the simple kibble. However, that means that you can use any kibble that is above the simple kibble level. So when we go back to our 6 kibbles, if the Trike needs simple kibble, you can use any kibble above that level. So superior kibble, extraordinary kibble, whichever kibble you like. However, you don't want to use the kibble that is a lower level than that, because then you're gonna just waste the kibble. So if the dino requires superior kibble, then any kibble above superior kibble can be used with the same efficiency, and so on and so on. Now, another way of telling what kibble your dino needs is by using the mods, specifically the spyglass mods. So as you can see here, I'm using the awesome spyglass mod, and once I target the dino, it will show me in that little window on the left which kibble does that dino need. It also works with super spyglass, and as you can see, you also get this tiny window which will tell you what kibble the dino needs and also roughly how many do you need. So how do you make kibble? Well, for that you're gonna need either the cooking pot or industrial cooker, depends how far into the game you are. Now, of course, industrial cooker does it quicker and more efficiently. But you're also gonna need the recipes. And for the recipes, again, you can use either ARK Wikipedia page or you can use doesnt. And once you click on the kibble you like, let's say simple kibble, you will get the full recipe for that kibble. So in order to craft the simple kibble, you need the small egg, which comes from those dinos over here, and you're also gonna need cooked fish meat, 2 raw carrots, 5 mejoberries, 5 fiber, and the water skin. Now the water skin doesn't apply if you use it in the industrial cooker, because that has unlimited supply of water if you connected it to the water supply. However, I also want to show you the taming kibble chart, which has all the information you need. And that kibble chart was made by Zachlia, I hope I pronounced it right, and it's available on ARK Wikipedia page, which is linked down in the description. So let me explain how you read that chart. So on the left side where it says taming kibble chart, you have all the dinos with it required kibble. So if you want to tame mammoth, for example, you can tell that mammoth needs the superior kibble. And if you want to tame Uteranus, the Uteranus needs extraordinary kibble, and so on and so on. Now on the right, you get all the recipes for all kind of kibbles. On the top here, it says that all the kibbles need the water, so whether use the water skin or if you use it in an industrial cooker, you get the water supply automatically. And all of them also need 5 fibers. Now, if you want to craft the basic kibble, you're also gonna need 5 medjool berries, 10 amur berries, 10 tinto berries, and 1 cooked meat, and 1 of those eggs. Those eggs are considered extra small eggs, and that's the dinos that are dropping those. So Dillo, Dodo, and so on and so on. Now, if you want to craft the exceptional kibble, you're gonna need water, 5 fiber, 10 medjool berries, 1 rare flower, and focal chili. There is also 1 dino that can give you all kinds of eggs, pretty much everything that you need. And that dino is mewing. And as you can see on my private server here, I have all kinds of eggs, and all of them are coming from mewing. So you have basic mewing egg, you have exceptional mewing egg, extraordinary mewing egg, and so on and so on. So the mewing can give you any egg possible. So it's probably the best dino to tame if you're planning to craft a lot of kibble. So once you know all the recipes, it's time to show you how to craft the kibble. So let me show you first in industrial cooker. Make sure you have the gasoline and the industrial cooker is connected to water network, and then make sure that you have all the necessary ingredients. As you can see here, I have all the necessary ingredients for the basic kibble, including the basic mewing egg. So once I switch it on, it will automatically craft the basic kibble. And there you go, there is the basic kibble. Now if you want to craft the kibble in a cooking pot because you didn't get to industrial cooker yet, make sure you remember about the water skin. So as you can see here, I have all the ingredients necessary for crafting extraordinary kibble, including extraordinary mewing egg, and also make sure you have wood or anything that can lit up the fire under the cooking pot. And once you lit up the fire, it will take a little bit longer than it does in industrial cooker, but eventually you will get your extraordinary kibble. Now, of course, cooking in the cooking pot, it's a bit more time consuming. Not only it takes longer, but every single time you want to craft the kibble, you're gonna need the new water skin. And as you can see, here's the kibble. Now, one more thing I want to show you is how easy crafting the kibble is if you have the Structure Plus mode. So here's the industrial cooker S Plus version, and the difference is that if you go into the menu, go to consumables and crafted foods, you have all the recipes ready here, so you don't have to memorize them, and all you have to do is click the one you want, click the number of the kibbles you want, let's say 5, and just pull them into the industrial cooker and turn it on, and it will start crafting. Now if you got to that part of the video, I have one more tip for you. So let me go back to the kibble chart for a second. So as I said before, the best dino to tame if you're planning of making a lot of kibble is obviously mewing, because it can give you all kinds of eggs. However, if you're playing on a map that doesn't have mewings, or for some reason you don't want to tame it, then I think the second best option is either Uteranus or Rex, because extraordinary kibble is the highest level of all the kibbles, so you can use it to tame any other dino that requires any lower level of kibble. So if you have a lot of Uteranus eggs, you're pretty much sorted. You don't have to worry about any other kibbles. Now if you can't get Uteranus, I'm sure you can definitely get Rex, because they're pretty easy to find and they're not that difficult to tame, and it gives you the second best kibble in the game, which you can also use on all the lower dinos. I hope you find this video useful. If you did, please leave a like and consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.